Hi, welcome back. First, we are going to see the answers for our worksheet based on spreadsheets. The first worksheet. Make sure that you have your notebook, keep a pencil or a pen with you to do the correction. Follow it, and wherever you have made any mistakes, please do the correction. If you have any other doubt, please message me. I shall reply to you. First one, Roman numeral 1, define the following. Workbook. A spreadsheet allows you to combine more than one worksheet in a file. Such a file having multiple worksheets is known as a workbook. In case if you have written it in a different way, if you have written it as workbook is a collection of worksheets, that is also perfectly acceptable. By default, you see there are 3 worksheets in an Excel workbook, but you can add as many as you want. Okay, so the most important part is you have to write a workbook is a collection of worksheets. Next, definition of a worksheet. A worksheet is a grid of cells made up of horizontal rows and vertical columns. Number of rows and columns vary from software package to package. Microsoft Excel 2013, that is the one that we are going to learn, and 2010, that's the little older version. They contain 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Each intersection of a row and a column is called a cell wherein data can be stored. Okay, this is the definition of a worksheet. Row definition. A row is a horizontal set of cells. Every row has its own number for identity, starting from 1 to 10,48,576. The row in which active cell is located is an active row. Okay, all these were explained in the previous video. I am sure you have seen it and you have understood it. Today also we will go through more practicals in a little while. Column. A column is a vertical set of cells. Every column has its own alphabet. We call it as column name. That's why I have written it within brackets. If you have not written this, that is okay, because we are slowly introducing the terminology for you. And you have seen that column has the name in the previous video. Okay, so you need to write every column has its own alphabet or name for identity, starting from A to XFD. That also was shown to you earlier in the video. You can select a column by clicking on its header, that is column header. The column in which the active cell is located is called the active column. Next, definition of cell. A cell is the smallest but most powerful part of a spreadsheet. It is the intersection of a row and a column which gives a cell a unique address. A cell is a rectangular box. Definition of an active cell. It's a cell on which the cursor is currently located. I'm sorry. Somehow that went missing. It's a cell on which the cursor is currently selected, or you can write located. Whatever you type or do is done on the active cell only. An active cell has a boundary called cell pointer, that is a highlighted rectangular box. An active cell's address will show in the address bar. Even this you have seen in the video. Next one, cell address. A cell address contains its name followed by row number. So column name followed by row number is the cell address. The following example you need not write in your notebook, but I wanted to give this again so that you understand it very, very clearly. All of this that we have been discussing now, these are basics of Excel. Okay, so that's why some of the things have been repeated, just to make sure that you get the concept correct. Example B, the alphabet B followed by 10. The column name is B followed by row number 10, which means the cell is at the intersection of column B and row 10. This is the cell address. B10 is the cell address. Always alphabet first, that way you remember, okay, followed by row number. Next is title bar. The title bar shows the name of your workbook. It is the top part of the Excel window. Roman numeral 2. Write the cell addresses of the following cells. One example I had given. The address of the cell at the intersection of column R and row 99 is R99. Always remember, name first, column name first, followed by the number. So that is R99. So let's look at the other answers now. The address of the cell at the intersection of column C and row 5 is C5. Don't put any dash or hyphen in the middle. It has to be together, okay? If you have written it that way, if you have put a dash or a hyphen, please strike it out, write it properly. There should be no space here. Even between the alphabet and the row number, there should be no space. The address of the cell at the intersection of column AA, the column name is AA, not just A, and row 7 is AA7. Please check. The address of the cell at the intersection of column M and row 190 is M190. The address of the cell at the intersection of column XFD, remember this is the last one, last column possible, and row 2000 is XFD 2000. So hope all of you got it correct. We will continue with the practicals